Hello everybody, welcome back for another episode of
The Answer Truth Podcast.
Where Truth Will Always Prevail. I do not agree due to many factors.
The age of 12, 13, or 14.
I think we should focus on restorative justice over punishment. So yeah, we're back again for another episode of The Answer Truth Podcast. I'm Joseph Steve Riata.
And I'm Florissant and Maria.
So before we proceed to our topic, how's your topic? How's your week?
You know what? My week is so busy. And so, I need a lot of sleep. How about your week?
So my week is obviously busy too, but I just sprained my ankle last Tuesday, I guess. So yeah, it's been a tough week for me, so I need a lot of rest and recovery as well. So what is our topic for today?
A very controversial, technical, and most debated issue in the Philippines. Lowering the age of criminal responsibility, fair or not fair.
I get it. So just to share with the viewers, I actually just watched a few months ago about this topic, about lowering the criminal age responsibility in the Philippines to 15, below 15. So yeah, I think it's our time to share our opinion about this topic. So what is your opinion or what is your take in this topic? Should we, the Philippines, allow or should the Philippines lower its criminal responsibility below 15?
For me, it's fair. Why? Because today's generation, many children at the age of 12, 13, 14 already understand what they're doing. They're aware of the difference between right and wrong. Some even commit serious crimes like stealing, physical assault, and some even more violent acts.
Respect your own opinion, but for me, personally, I do not agree on lowering the criminal age responsibility in the Philippines below 15 because the Juvenile Justice System and Welfare Act of 2006 amended 2013 is a Philippine Comprehensive Act that establishes a child-friendly law that protects the children in conflict with the law and children at risk. It promotes or it emphasizes rehabilitation, restorative justice, and reintegration over punishment. So these are the factors which I do not agree in lowering the criminal age rate or the criminal age responsibility in the Philippines. First, the child brain development, a child and an adult differ in impulse control and decision making and overall understanding of their consequences. Second, human rights group firmly believe that restorative justice should be first over than punishment. Third, poverty. These children in conflict with the law comes from extreme poverty and abusive environment. And third or fourth is education. Education is the biggest weapon we can use to change the world. And education is a protection from these kids to not commit these crimes. Because children who are in school are most less likely to be involved in these crimes like stealing and joining gangs. And fourth or fifth is the Bahay Pag-asa. The Bahay Pag-asa or the youth care facilities in the Philippines are less in numbers, and the Bahay Pag-asa doesn't look like a good place because there are many it also needs rehabilitation in its house and everything that's been done to the Bahay Pag-asa, because according to many childs who went there, the Bahay Pag-asa look just like prisons. So I think the Bahay Pag-asa needs to rehabilitate also itself. And lastly is parenting. Parenting is the most important because children needs love, discipline, and care, because children who are or comes from broken families and neglect of parents, really goes to this kind of crimes and acts. So I think those are my factors which I do not agree on bringing the age of criminal responsibility in the Philippines to 15. Let's go with the misinformation about this law or this act. So I've gathered this misinformation I've seen in the social media platforms. First,
Parents are not involved and liable.
Parents are obliged to, join their intervention program. If they are not joining, they can be present into 3, if I'm not mistaken, 3 to 6 months or 6 months to a year.
It encourages minors to commit crime because they know they won't go to jail.
Misleading. Most children conflict with the law comes from extreme poverty and abusive environment, not from the desire to exploit the law itself. We use our voice for a reason and for change. Let's educate young men and women to understand the consequences of their acts or the consequences of committing crimes. And let's educate ourselves with this act and let's not share myths but share facts. Once again, this is the Ask Good Podcast.
The truth will always prevail.
Every Saturdays and Sundays, see you in the next episode.